Hi, hello there. How's everything going? Today's our topics is only cover a thriller movie called Vivarium. Vivarium, from the title, we can see vivarium is indicate that a glass box is observed by an outsider. What's going on of the ecosystem inside this transparent laboratory box. So the story begins a cuckoo kicks out a bird's own child out of the nest and lay the cuckoo's own children into that nest and let other birds to raise its own offspring. So this story begins a bestie of the character Jenny intimates her that the real estate housing prices will surge to the top. The Jenny, the character of our story, didn't believe, but she's kind of enticed by his bestie, so she bring her boyfriend to a real estate agent to see a house. Although the house is not ideal for this newly couple because this house was located in a very suburban area and has no seems like doesn't have very strong signal in it. That means that you cannot be very convenient to use your telephone or other kinds of digital device when you stay in that area. But the final tactics that real estate to entice them to go to see the house is that, so you guys are there, so why not just coming into that house and see, do you like their house style or not? So they are going to that house to the suburban area. The suburban area is called the Yonder. So the Yonder looks quite weird because all the house in the Yonder real estate is quite alike, and even the clouds in the skies are like copied with each other. They are exactly at the same distance between themselves, and the shape of the clouds are alike. So they come into the suburban area and lived in that house. So the horrible story inside is that they found they can't drive out that suburban area. Every time they try go out of that area, they will go into the same house, the number 9 house. So they give up, and then a cart of a box and a box foods are delivered to them, and the food is tasteless. So another day, this couple received another box. Inside the box there was a baby. There was a note inside the box which is written, when you guys raise up this baby, you'll find you will find how to escape from this number 9 house. So this couple try raise the children, but this child, this little boy, is different from other human being child. This child can be grown up into 6 years old in 100 days, and also this little boy, always mimic the couple's sound. So obviously this was not a human being. This was not a child that should be. Obviously, it was not a human being. But as the days went by, Jenny, our character, have grown some emotional connection with this child, and she take good care of this child. He will restrict the child watching TV's duration time, and also will push this child to go to bed when it's 10 p.m. or so. But on the contrary, the Jenny's boyfriend, we can call that Tom, he finds some obvious event. At the front of the house, one time Tom flicked a cigarette onto the grass lawn. The grass lawn receded and mud was revealed. So that triggered Tom's curiosity. He found the axe and began to continue to dig a hole in front of the house. He continued digging. All he found in the bottom of the hole he did was just a plastic bag for the purpose of containing the dead body. He's very furious and very depressed, so he decided to make the little boy starved so that can see which one would rescue the little boy and make some method to escape from this house. But because our character Jenny don't want to see this little boy suffer, he rescued the little boy. And from the days go by, Tom's body, because during his long period of inside that hole he was digging, his body become weaker and weaker. And Jenny are likely to throw back what they are doing recently. She just so regretted they should kill that little boy, because the little boy right now has grown up into a human being, and the Jenny should speak to the big boy in a very careful way, because she was afraid of the boy. And on the story's ending, Tom has died because his body was weaker and weaker, and the Jenny is very furious because the big boy only threw a plastic bag to Jenny and let Jenny make Tom just jump into the plastic bag and throw the dead body to the hole he dig. So Jenny was very furious. She vanished one day and followed in the back of the big boy, and then he threw the axe onto the boy's face. The boy was bleeding, but strangely, the boy didn't go die. He just left the walk side of the. She just left the walk side like a rug and jumped into a hole. So Jenny used the axe to open the hole of the sidewalk and follow back of the boy. And inside the house, Jenny found a lot of family like her in a parallel world, that someone may commit suicide, someone was crying, but they have a same characteristic. The family both raising a child. So this was a very parenting theory we can get on this film. From the surface, this film might indicate there are some alien abduction behind this scene, but on my opinion, this film is almost talking about our parenting theory in our daily life. The little boy learned from many weird or strange stretchy patterns from the television, indicate that we sometimes, as our parents, we ignore our child's feeling. So our child have to find some information he wanted to know through the TV station and write down and also the film talk about the boy. We come back to home with a book he write, but both of the Jenny and Tom doesn't know what the boy is writing. So that means when our child grow up, he can talk about many things and write down any things, but the elder parents hadn't realized what is all about this meaning. So on the other meaning, that when this happens, parents and the child emotion connection is very fragile. They don't share any same feelings about their life because their lack of communication. So what the film is trying to tell us is about we should respect each other and create a truly emotion connection with each other. And also from the beginning, the cuckoo story tells us the Jenny, the character, is very indifferent from the reality that the bird's child is kicked out by the cuckoo. She just said that was natural scene. So Jenny's this character is very indifferent, and Tom, he tried to prevent Jenny to see that house at the story's beginning because he thinks that the house located in a very suburban area, which is not an ideal location for them. But he can't. Tom's character is kind of inactive, very inactive. He was always drawn by others people, although he had some very good advice. And in summary, the whole idea of this film is to illustrate about the whole society is in thoughtfulness. Most of the society, the people are not really caring about others people's life. They are very indifferent. They are conformed to some societal theory, like they think the housing prices can rise endlessly, indefinitely. Even our character Jenny believes that. So that's why she chose to see a suburban area, although she's even didn't like it at all. So here's my sharings today. Thank you and see you later on. Bye.